Well, hello there. I've spent the last couple of evenings tearing down one, two, three vintage Pentax lenses, taking all the elements out of them, cleaning them all up, putting them all back together. And I've got actually 6 of these lenses, but only 3 of them are any good. The other ones. The first one I got here was my Uncle Mike's 80 to 200 telephoto lens, and this one wasn't all that dirty. It's like brand new. I mean, there's not even a scratch on this thing, but I had to take the front element off and wipe a little dust off behind it. The back element was fine, and I mean, this lens is just like brand new, and it's pretty cool. It's got a push-pull zoom on it. It's got a built-in lens hood. This lens is cool. And I've taken some sample shots with it and tested it out, and it's pretty darn sharp for a 200 millimeter zoom lens. I mean, all the way out to 200 is pretty sharp. It's a little soft around the edges, I mean, but it's over 40 years old. And this thing is beautiful. I mean, it's like brand new. I got a photo deox adapter on it, so it'll fit on my 80D, which I got one on each one of these lenses. I had one and I kept switching it back and forth, and it got loose, and then it would just start spinning around. So if you're ever going to do this, buy one of these for each lens, snap it on and leave it on. That's my opinion. Anyways, let's see if I can get you a closer look at this. Look at how clean this thing is. I mean, this thing is like brand spanking new. What a beautiful piece of machinery. And this thing is, I mean, this thing probably weighs almost 3 pounds. It's built like a tank. I mean, it's heavy duty. And that's that one. The next one is a 50 millimeter Pentax. This one is a 3.5, 80 to 200 3.5. This is a 50 millimeter f2 lens, and this one was the easiest one to take apart and put back together, clean up. But I mean, this one shows a little bit of wear, but I mean, just there's no scratches on it. This one looks brand new too. Matter of fact, they all do. I mean, they look brand new and they're over 40 years old. But this one, see if you can get a close look at it. This is a pretty cool looking old lens too. But I got the glass looking brand new in it. It's pretty sharp. It's not as sharp as my modern 50 millimeter EF lens for the 1.8 for the regular Canon lens, but it's sharp enough, and it's got cool background blur, and I mean, this is a cool little lens. That's the 50 millimeter. Awesome little lens. And the next one is, this one wasn't too hard to take apart and put back together either, but this one's all cleaned up and like brand new too. And this is the 28 millimeter f2.8 lens, Pentax, and this one is actually like brand new too, especially after I cleaned it. I mean, this sucker is spanking clean, shiny, just like the day it was made, over 40 years ago. Pretty cool. And out of all 3 of these, this one's probably not the sharpest one, but I love the focal range. The 28 millimeters, a good range to have on this 80D. And these won't work on my full frame camera because of the little clip that sticks out on the back. it'll hit the mirror, so you got to use them on a crop sensor camera, but so that magnifies the focal range by 1.6 crop factor. But these lenses are cool, they're fun to use, and that's the 28mm, the 50mm, and the 80-200, and I got the 2x teleconverter that'll fit on all three of these, but mounts on the back of that and doubles the focal range to a 400mm, a 160 to 400, then you times that by 1.6 and you got almost 800mm lens here. But that's my 3 Pentax lenses, my 3 vintage lenses that I keep the 28mm in my camera bag. The rest I just use every now and then because I really like this 50, but my modern Canon 50 is so sharp and it just blows this one away actually. But this one's got cool color, the vintage look, so every now and then I'll pull this out and use this. But that's my little vintage collection. Hope you enjoyed the video. Bye.